This video is just a quick demonstration of the Easy Green Screen version 7 Photoshop plugin. This is a complete rebuild from the prior version and by far the best release yet. The first thing I want to show is the Auto Refine Hair feature. With that selected, it's going to automatically optimize the layer mask for the hair, but at the same time, it's going to keep clean edges in the rest of the image. So if I look at the mask here, you can see that there's lots of detail in the hair, but the edges around the rest of the image are very clean. The next thing I want to demonstrate is this feature called Clear Area Outside Screen. What this is meant for is automatically removing areas outside of the green screen, such as these kicker lights and the wall, and then this green floor that's in front of the screen. And what's really great about this feature is it allows you to shoot with a smaller green screen setup, because that's going to give you less green spill in your images when you're shooting. And in particular, the floor, when there's a lot of green in front of the feet, that's where you get green light bouncing up and then onto the front of the person. And that's the biggest culprit for green spill. And so with this feature, it allows you to shoot with not much green in front of their feet and even make your screen more narrow, and it's going to automatically remove those areas. Now, version 6 did have issues where using this could remove sports equipment like softball bats and hockey sticks. Those would get partially erased when you were using this feature. But version 7, I have not seen that be an issue at all. It is much more reliable. The last thing I want to discuss is the green on green. This is pretty simple with version 7, although it's not one click, it's still really easy. Before I do this, I'm going to turn my mouse size back down on my Mac. I had this up high for the video so you could see it better, but for the brush I'll be using, I'll need that at normal size. So I'm just going to first do the removal. When it's first removed, you see it, the shirt's gone. There's this button called Paint Back Original Subject. So if I click on this, it's going to select this mask up here for me to paint in. It's going to grab a brush and set the brush to white. And so you just use a brush with like a hardness at 100%, but it's going to automatically get you ready so you can just paint here. And it's made this select subject selection using Photoshop Select Subject tool, which is usually does a pretty good job. And that way you can paint over the lines, because that selection is protecting where you're painting. So that makes it so you don't have to tediously paint. Now, Select Subject is not perfect. It did leave this little area here. But if you're good at Photoshop and know your keyboard shortcuts well, it's going to show you how quick this is to touch up that mask. And I'm using all keyboard shortcuts to select my different tools. So I just removed that area here. Once you get good at that, I mean, these can really be 15 to 30 second touch-ups per image. And this will also run in batch mode too and allow you to touch up in batch, which brings me to the batch processing here. This does have a full batch processor with different batch processing modes here, so you can extract and edit, where you can have it pause for you to edit each extraction, like for instance doing this green on green, or you can have it run batch auto, where it just automatically removes everything so you can just batch and walk away. And your batch processing can use any of the same settings that you have when you're just removing an image one at a time. So all these settings transferred right over into when you're batching. I do have a video that shows this in more detail in the batching, so watch that as well. But pretty much that covers just what I wanted to show in this basic demonstration. And keep in mind, these were 3 fairly complex images. This with the areas outside the screen, this one with the hair, and this one with the green on green. So in just a couple minutes I've been demonstrating this, I did 3 very complex image extractions. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in Easy Green Screen, please be sure to visit our website. That is pixnub.com.